friend. Welcome back to another episode of an adventure with Miss Rachel. Today is actually going to be a food adventure. We're going to get a little messy in the kitchen. Today we're going to make energy balls. Energy balls are really great for a lot of reasons. One, because they are both a grow food and a go food, which means they have protein to make us grow and carbohydrates to make us go and do all those activities that we love to do. Another great thing about energy balls is they're really easy to make. I'll put the three main ingredients here. The best part about energy balls is you can put so many different flavors inside.
And you know I love flavors.
You could put things like chocolate chips in it. You already know I put lots of chocolate chips in mine. You could put things like raisins. You could put things like pretzels. You could put things like coconut in it. You can put so many different things inside energy balls. I'll insert some options up here and here. Before we head into the kitchen, let me tell you, it's gonna get a little messy. You wanna know why? Because we're gonna use our hands to mix it. Which, in case, you're gonna need your measuring spoons, your measuring cups, a bowl, and some kind of stirring device if you don't wanna use your built-in stirring devices, if you know what I mean. All right? You guys ready to get a little messy in the kitchen? Let's go. So what I did was I took everything out of my pantry that I thought might be good in an energy ball. This picture right here is showing all of the main ingredient options that I have. My oats are on the left-hand side of the frame. The peanut butter or nut butters that I have are in the middle. And the sticky sweetness options I have are on the right-hand side. This is showing all the things that I kind of picked out of the pantry that I thought would be good filler options for my protein balls. So you can see pumpkin seeds, butterscotch chips, cocoa powder, chocolate chips, and a few other things. Okay, so the first ingredient we are going to add to our big mixing bowl is the oats. Oats are great because they are a whole grain and they also have some protein in them as well, so fiber and protein in oats. This recipe calls for 1 1/4 cup of oats. So I somehow misplaced my whole cup measuring cup. So what I'm doing is I am going to place 5 1/4 cups. 4 to make 1 cup, and then 1 extra for the extra 1/4 cup of oats. The next thing we're going to do is add our nut or seed butters. So we need 1/2 cup of this. This is a 1/2 cup, and we need 1 of them. The options I had in my pantry for nut or seed butters was super chunky peanut butter, creamy peanut butter, and this mixed nut butter, which is a combination of almonds, cashews, Brazil nuts, and walnuts, I believe. I decided to actually use 2 of these kind of nut butters. So what I did was, instead of putting 1/2 cup in, I actually decided to put 2 1/4 cups in, which is the equivalent of 1/2 of a cup. And I chose to do that because I only had a little bit left of this mixed nut butter, and so I just thought I'd use that up to get it out of the pantry. And then the other 1/4 cup, what I ended up using was the Skippy super chunky peanut butter, because I didn't have any peanuts in my pantry and I wanted those kind of like chunks of peanuts, if that makes sense. Just showing you all the protein that is in the nut butters. Again, that is our grow food. So there is my 1/4 cup of the super chunky peanut butter, and you can kind of see all of the chunks of peanuts in it. The last part of our base is 1/3 cup of some kind of sticky sweetener. I chose to combine my sweeteners, kind of like I did with the peanut butter, and I chose to use a combination of honey, maple syrup, and molasses. But you can use whatever you think might taste the best. I just like the flavor of all three of those things, so I wanted them all in my energy balls. Honestly, this recipe came out pretty sweet, and so if I personally were to make it again, I would only use 1/4 cup of sticky sweetener. But it's up to you what you want to do. Then I gave it a mix, and you can already start to see all of the oats sticking together to both the peanut butter and the sweetener. Alright, now we kind of get into the optional ingredients. The next thing we're going to do is start to add flavors. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract to my energy ball mixture. And then next I'm going to add 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Salt is a flavor enhancer, so it kind of just makes all of the flavors that you already have in there more delicious. After that, I'm going to give it a mix, and the next thing we get to do is add all of the fun stuff into our mixture. I'm going to start out by showing you an option that I didn't use, which was cocoa powder, which you can see right here. It'll give, if you put about a tablespoon in, it'll give you a nice chocolatey base, but I chose to not have that. The next thing I had in my cabinet was some trail mix that might be a good add-in, but I chose not to use that. Some toasted coconut shreds, some untoasted coconut shreds, some walnuts, which I was too excited about and tried to put in right away. Just crunched them up in my hand. And then I tried some butterscotch chips and some chocolate chips. So I put about 1 handful of each into my mixture. The next thing I added was 2 tablespoons of these pumpkin seeds. The last item that I chose to add to my energy ball mixture was toasted coconut, but for some reason the camera cut out when I was filming that part. But oh well. So after putting in my toasted coconut, I had all of my ingredients that I wanted. You can see how kind of sticky it is. And the next step is really to put it into the fridge for about an hour, because that allows the mixture to cool off and it's much easier to work with. Now that I have let it cool for about an hour, what I'm doing is I'm just rolling it into little ball shapes and putting them into the Tupperware so that I can keep them in the fridge. Having the mixture be cool just kind of helps everything hold its shape better. Speaking of shapes, if you don't want a spherical shape or a ball shape, you could make cubes or spell out words. Just kind of use it as a fun food Play-Doh almost. It'll be delicious either way. Just make sure you have clean hands. Wasn't that fun? Alright, here is my completed energy ball. You can see all of the deliciousness in it. I love being able to see what's in the food that I eat. Look at that chocolate chip. I'm so excited to try this. Oh yeah, look, there's a pumpkin seed. You can kind of see the greens picking out. There is a piece of toasted coconut. What else? I can see a lot of the oats, but I don't think I can look for any more ingredients. I think I really just want to try it. Are you ready? That's so good. Sorry, I shouldn't talk with my mouth full. Look at all that goodness in there. See if it will focus. Maybe not. Look at all those chocolate chips, butterscotch chips, The pumpkin seeds, the oats, oh, it's all so good. Ooh, I think I even got a walnut in that bite. I hope your energy balls, however you choose to make them, are just as good as mine, because I am really enjoying this one. This is so good. Well, friends, that is the end of this adventure with Miss Rachel. I hope you had a blast. I hope you got to get a little messy in the kitchen, and I hope you really enjoy the energy balls if you made them. If you did make an energy ball and you made a secret recipe, well, hopefully it's not too secret, because I would love you to either comment it down below or email it to me, and maybe even email me a picture of you eating your energy ball. I would love to see it. All right. As always, I hope you have a happy, healthy, and safe day, and I will see you on the next adventure.